real quick video on lesson 1.1 in case you weren't in class this week. Okay, here we go. This is chapter 7, lesson 1.1, state and national governments. Now, the question here is, how did the nation devise a new system of government after the American Revolution? So in chapter 7, we start to see the states work together to form the United States of America. They have won the American Revolution, got kicked the British out of most of North America, and we're starting to plan and create some type of order in the colonies. All right, so make sure you have the textbook. Here we go. Now, you'll see in the first part over here, creating order. All right, this was for the states. And I'm going to give you at least I'm not going to give you the details. I'm going to give you the three things. Yeah, the details. You give the descriptions. All right. One, in order to create order in the state governments, they based their governments on the idea of republicanism. And it says here, this idea says that the government's power is not its own. It comes from citizens. It comes from citizens here. Right. Two, they decided to write out a plan for their government. They called it a constitution. In it includes very specific rights, okay, and other things. If you continue reading this paragraph, it'll tell you that they wanted to make sure that citizens had protections. And then three, for bullet point number 3, governors and a 2-house legislature. Okay. And if you read through this paragraph, you will find a description of number one, why they chose 2 houses instead of 1. Okay. And how much power the governors actually had. Okay. Now, next part, real quick. The plan for the national government. Now, the states had their own individual ones, but then they were going to give limited power to this national government. Okay, so if you go to paragraph 2 under national plan, you'll see it. There are a number of things. I think I am expecting at least 6 details with descriptions. I give you a few here. One, it was federal is another name for national government. Okay, and this national plan was was for self-governing states. See, the states didn't want to give up all of their power. All right. So they were only going to give limited power to this federal government. All right. And they also wanted to make sure that the federal government knew where its power came from. It came from the consent of the governed. Now, this national government would handle foreign affairs. It would handle relationships with the Native Americans. It would figure out how to collect taxes or raise taxes. Okay. How it would handle funds from the states, just all kinds of things in paragraphs 2, 3, and 4. Okay, you just got to read it, and I think you should be able to find all 6. Then go over here, write us a summary. Okay, all you have to do to write your summary is to answer this question now based on all the information you were able to find. How did the nation devise a new system of government after the American Revolution? They created order, and they came up with a national plan, not just a state plan.